Good day. I am Teacher Iza and I will be your guide in understanding your lessons in mathematics. Go ahead and grab your learning kits and let's learn together. At the end of this video, you are expected to be able to identify terms related to circle. Tingnan ang mga larawan sa ating slide. Ano ang mga bagay na ito? Ano kaya ang pagkakaparehas nila? Kung ang sagot mo ay pare-parehas sila ng hugis, tama ka. Lahat ng mga ito ay bilog o circle. A circle is a closed curve formed by a set of points on a plane that are the same distance from a fixed point called center. Ibig sabihin, yung mga points na nandito sa curve line ng circle ay pare-parehas ng sukat mula sa kaniyang center o doon sa gitna. This time, let's get to know terms related to a circle. Our first term is center. Center is used to name a circle. Ito yung point na makikita natin sa gitna ng isang circle, at ito ay ginagamit upang matukoy ang pangalan ng circle. Halimbawa na lang ay ang nasa ating slide. Ito ay tatawagin nating circle A dahil ang center nito ay point A. Tignan ang iba pang mga halimbawa natin. Circle O, Circle R, at Circle F. Madali lamang tukuyin ang center ng isang circle dahil nakikita ito mismo sa gitna ng circle. Chord. A line segment joining two points on the circle is called a chord. Both endpoints are on the circle. Ang line segment ay bahagi ng linya at masasabing sa pagitan ng dalawang points. Makakabuo tayo ng line segment kapag pinagkonekta natin ang dalawang endpoints. Para mapangalanan natin ang mga chord na nasa circle, kailangang matukoy ang mga points sa circle. Mayroon tayo ritong point K, point S, point B, at point T. Kung titignan nating maigi, ang mga chord dito ay line segment ST at line segment KB. Kapag sinusulat natin ang pangalan ng line segment, magkatabi nating sinusulat ang dalawang points or letter at gumuguhit tayo ng linyang pahalang sa itaas nila upang masabing line segment mga ito. A diameter is a line segment that passes through the center of the circle and has its endpoints on the circle. Every diameter is a chord. So, ibig sabihin, ang diameter ay isang special chord na dumadaan doon sa center of the circle. The diameter would be the longest chord on the circle. Observe natin ang line segment YZ at line segment ST. Ang mga line segment na ito ay dumadaan sa ating center, which is F. Ang mga ito ay tinatawag nating diameter. Ma-observe din natin mula sa example na ang diameter ay hinahati ang circle into two parts. Another term is radius. A radius is a line segment from the center of the circle to a point on the circle. Ang plural form ng radius ay radii. Pag madami tayong tinutukoy na radius, tinatawag natin ang mga itong radii. A radius of the circle is 1/2 of the diameter. Kung ma-observe nyo, yung kalahati ng diameter, yun ang tinatawag naman nating radius. And always, nagsisimula tayo doon sa center ng circle. Kaya sa ating given dito, line segment FS, line segment FT, line segment FY, and line segment FZ are radii of circle F. Tandaan na kapag tinutukoy natin ang radius ng isang circle, ito ay ang line segment na nabubuo mula sa center ng circle patungo sa isang point sa circle mismo. Central angle. An angle formed by two radii. A central angle's vertex will always be the center point of a circle. Remember that when we say an angle, this is formed when two lines meet at a common point. That common point is called your vertex. For example, in this circle, we have line segment FT and line segment FZ. So, when they meet here at point F, we could form your angle, and that will be labeled as angle TFZ. There is another angle here. We have angle SFY. So it will be named like this, SFY. Angle SFY. Another central angle here we have angle SFZ. Angle SFZ. Remember that when we are looking for central angle, the vertex or dijay pagmitan, dijay duanga line is always the center of the circle. Another central angle found in our example is angle TFY. Angle TFY. So always remember, a central angle's vertex will always be the center point of the circle. Next, we have here inscribed angle. An angle whose vertex is on the circle. Tayo ng angle dito, this one. Angle TML. That is an inscribed angle. Angle TML. Another, we have angle RQP. So, sa pagsulat natin ng angles, nasa gitna always si vertex or yung kanilang meeting point. Angle RQP. Ayun, si inscribed angle naman. Next one, we have your arc. It is a part of a circle. Arcs can be measured in degrees. Bale, yung arc, iyon yung curved line formed on the circle. A semicircle is an arc which is half of the circle. So, kung titignan natin dito sa ating example, itong nakulayan ng yellow, that is a semicircle. Next, we have your major arc. A major arc is an arc that is more than a semicircle. So, for our example, we have to look for a major arc that is bigger than a semicircle, it says. We have here this one. Arc MQL. Arc MQL. Major arcs are named using 3 letters. So, pag major arcs, sinasuggest na 3 letters ang gamitin natin. The 2 letters at the end of the name are the endpoints of the arc. So, itong M at itong L, sila yung endpoints ng ating arc. They can be written in any order. The middle letter in the name will be any other point contained in the arc. So, pwede nating pangalanan din ito as arc MTL. MTL. Or arc MRL. As long as yung endpoints natin ay nasusunod. And in here, meron tayong M at saka L for our endpoints. Another major arc which could be found in this example, ano kaya? We could also have arc Q, P, R. Ayan. Pwede ko din siyang pangalanan. Arc Q, MR or arc QLR. Long as yung ating endpoints ay Q at saka R. Next one is tangent line. A tangent line is a line that intersects the circle at exactly one point. Ayan ha. So, ano kaya yung linya na dumaan ng isang beses or isang point lang, na dikit ng isang point doon sa ating circle? Is it line BH or is it line CE? Kasi dalawa yung linya natin dito eh. We have this line BH and line CE. So, alin sa kanila yung nag-intersect or nakamit sa ating circle at one point? It is line CE. So, ganito naman siya kapag line CE or tangent line. Ayan, tangent line. It's line CE. And then, anong tawag natin dun sa point kung saan nag-meet yung ating circle at saka itong si tangent line? That is what we call your point of tangency. And the point of tangency in here is F. Ayan siya. Next one, we have second line. Diba sabi natin kanina, dalawa yung line na makikita natin dito kay given example. So, we have line BH and line CE. Kapag naman second line, it is a line that intersects the circle at 2 points. So, kumbaga, nadadaanan or nakadikit siya sa circle, tapos dalawang points ng circle yung kanyang na-meet. So, we have here line BH. Line BH is a second line of circle A. Bakit? Nasaan siya? Dito. And that one. It intersects the circle at 2 points. So, line BH is a second line. We have what you call concentric circles. Concentric circles are circles having the same center. So, meron tayo dyang word na same. So, ito yung mga circles kung saan makikita nating pare-parehas sila ng center or yung point doon sa gitna. For our circle here, meron tayo dyang green circle. Sa loob nito, mayroong black circle. And then, sa loob pa ng black circle, meron din tayong blue circle. Kung makikita natin, they have this common point or center, which is the red point. And do you know that there's this artwork which makes use or gumagamit ng mga concentric circles at squares and may iba't ibang kulay. Yung artwork na yon ay tinatawag natin na Kandinsky's circle. So, it makes use of concentric circles. Next one, we also have what you call your non-concentric circles. Non-concentric circles, kabaliktaran siya ni concentric circles. These circles do not have the same center. So, tignan mo dito sa ating example. Itong malaking bilog, ang kanyang center ay ito. Samantalang itong maliit na bilog, ang kanyang center ay ito. Maging itong isa pang example dito, hindi sila pare-parehas ng center. Kasi maaari itong pinakamaliit, ang kanyang center ay naandyan. Tapos ito namang next na circle, maaring nandito na siya. So, hindi sila pare-parehas ng kinalagyan ng center. Kaya sila tinawag na non-concentric circles. And so we have here an activity. Identify the following parts of the circle. So, meron ditong given circle, meron na rin given points, may mga nakaguhit na din dyan na mga line segments. So, magbibigay tayo ng kung ano yung hinihingi, no, dito sa ating activity, which is makikita nyo rin sa inyong mga answer sheets. Halimbawa is radius. So, magbibigay lang ako ng examples and then the rest, you will do it on your answer sheets. Depende kung ilan yung hinihingi. Kung dalawang central angle, dalawang ilalagay nyo. Kung tatlong chord, ganun. Pero for this video, bibigyan ko lang kayo ng isang example. So, halimbawa dito, radius. Isang radius, magbibigay ako ng example. We have their center is B. Diba sabi natin kanina pag radius, center, and then a point on the circle. So, in here, we will be having that. And that is line segment BM. Another is, sabi dyan, a central angle. So, tandaan natin kapag naman central angle, yung kanyang vertex ay ang center mismo. So, syempre, nandun na yung basis natin. And then, meron na din naman tayo kaninang line segment, BM, and ito, BP. So, I will have, my central angle will be angle MBP. Ayan. Next, sabi dyan ay chord. So, ano kaya ang ilalagay naman natin na chord? A chord is a line segment joining 2 points on the circle. Sabi natin, di ba? Ang magiging chord ko ay ito. Ayan. 2 points on the circle. A line segment joining 2 points on the circle. It's line segment DN. And next, minor arc. Tandaan natin na ang minor arc ay mas maliit kesa kay semicircle. Kasi nga, minor lang siya. So, ano kaya dito ang ilalagay kong minor arc? Alright, that one. We will be having this. Arc MQP ang ilalagay ko. Arc MQP. And the next, major arc. Tandaan na pag sinabing major arc, mas malaki yan kay semicircle. So, ito yung magiging major arc ko. Arc PCM. Ayan, arc P. It will be arc So, tignan nyo din yung mga examples, yung mga pagsulat ng names ng arcs sa inyong modules. Kasi I am using my phone. Medyo mahirap siyang i-control yung aking panulat, no? So, you also take a look at your modules. So, that is it for the terms related on circle.